Alright Senpai gang, lock in because today we're breaking down one of the most electrifying playbooks in EA College Football 25, the option offense. If you love running the rock, keeping defenses on their heels, and making them look silly, then this playbook is perfect to add to your arsenal. We're talking about misdirection plays, hard-hitting runs, and making the defense play assignment football. Let's get into it. Be sure to hit the like button to drive up the traffic and subscribe for more college football content. Whether you're into the modern spread option, the classic flex bone, or the old school wishbone, I'm going to show you how to dominate with the option playbook. And stick around because I'm dropping some money plays you can't afford to miss. These plays will have you breaking off big gains in no time. Today's brand of football is all about playing in space, and that's why teams rely heavily on the spread option. But just because it's modern doesn't mean the old school option is dead. This offense is still as nasty as ever, and the best part, it forces the defense to play assignment football. Every defender's got a job, and if just one player slips up, boom, you're hitting the defense for a huge chunk of yardage or taking it to the house. Think of it like this. When you run the option, you're making every single defender responsible for a specific task. It's like putting them through a test, and even if one guy fails, that's where you capitalize. Whether you're using the flex bone, wishbone, or even a modern pistol or shotgun, look, you're still making the defense play on your terms, and that's what we want, right? Control the game, dictate the pace, and make them react to you. So why does the option offense continue to be so effective even in today's fast-paced game? It's simple. It threatens the defense in a way that most offenses don't. You got multiple ball carriers and the quarterback is making decisions on the fly. That means the defense has to stay disciplined or they're toast. There are no guessing games here. You read them and react accordingly. Alright, let's talk about some concepts because there's more to this playbook than just one option. First up, we got the triple option, the classic fullback, quarterback, or pitch. 3 threats, all deadly. The quarterback is the point guard, deciding which playmaker gets the rock based on the defense's reaction. Next, we have the counter option, mess with their heads. Send your guard or fullback to crack the unblocked defender and watch the magic happen. It's all about misdirection and making the defense think they got it figured out, only to hit them with the opposite. We also have the veer option, a 3-back attack that's all about reading the defensive tackle and hitting the gap fast. The dive hits quick, and if the defense bites inside, your quarterback will use his speed on the perimeter. One of my personal favorites is the midline option. You're reading the interior lineman. Quick decisions, big gains. This one's all about making that split-second decision to hand it off or keep it. Also, there's the load option. Perfect for those short yardage situations, especially when they're bringing the heat. You've got your lead blocker, and it's a mano in the trenches. Last but not least, we have the power option. The quarterback is the star here. Let him keep it and follow his lead blocker, which is usually the fullback. This play is all about power and precision and grinding out those tough yards. And don't forget, we got read options and RPOs in the mix too. This offense is versatile and it keeps the defense guessing every step of the way. No matter what they throw at you, you got a counter ready to go. Now, let's talk money plays. These are the ones that will have you grinning from ear to ear and have your competition raging. First up is the halfback counter. The beauty of this play, the deception. You fake it to the fullback and boom, the linebackers bite. If your offensive line gets a good push, you're looking at a big gain off the guard or tackle. And if you're lucky, you might just be taking it to the house. This is one of those plays where you can see the defense's confusion and it's glorious. Next, we've got the quarterback counter. Yeah, another counter, but trust me, it's deadly. This play takes time to develop, but if you catch the defense overcommitting, it's game over. Let your quarterback change direction and follow his blockers, but don't overuse it. Save it for when you need to catch them overcommitting. When you break this thing out at the right time, it's a game changer. The defense thinks they got you bottled up, and then bam, your quarterback is off to the races. And then there's the midline read ISO. This one is all about making quick decisions. If you read the defensive tackle or defensive end right, it's an easy game. And sometimes you'll find yourself one-on-one with the safety. That's where the fun begins. It's a play that keeps the defense honest and forces them to stay disciplined. And when they don't, you punish them for it. This offense is all about giving the defense the same look and then smacking them when they're not ready. Make good reads, keep it simple, and every once in a while, mix in a funky counter or play action pass to keep them honest. The option is unique enough to adapt to defensive schemes on the fly. You're not locked into one style. You can tweak your strategy depending on what the defense gives you. If they're stacking a box, you hit them with the outside runs or those quick pitches like the rocket toss. If they're spreading you out, you pound it inside. It's all about exploiting the weaknesses. Let's talk about some advantages. If your squad isn't the biggest or strongest, the option levels the playing field. It's not about overpowering the defense, it's about outsmarting them. You're using their aggressiveness against them, turning their strengths into weaknesses. And because of that, you can play 11 on 10, leave a defender unblocked, and read them instead. That's one less guy you need to worry about blocking, giving you the upper hand on every play. But hey, we know it's not a cakewalk every play. There are some weaknesses too. The biggest concern? Injuries. Your quarterback is going to take hits, he's carrying the ball, he's making the reads, and that puts him in the line of fire. You have to protect him or you'll be down your most important player. And lastly, the option requires precision execution. This isn't a run-of-the-mill offense where you can afford to be sloppy. A bad read, a mistimed pitch, or a missed block can lead to turnovers. And this offense isn't built for shootouts. You're not slinging it all over the field. You're controlling the clock, pounding the rock, and wearing down the defense. So if you get behind and need quick scores, the option might not be your best friend. Now, let's talk personnel, because without the right guys, this offense isn't going anywhere. You don't need monster linemen. Undersized, agile linemen who can move and get to the second level are gold in this scheme. You want guys who can move laterally, hit those blocks, and get up the field to take out the linebackers. Your tight ends, they gotta be elite blockers. No room for soft teddy bears in this scheme. A Jimmy Graham type tight end works in certain situations, however, they need to be a jack of all trades. Next, have a bevy of running backs with decent speed and durability. I'd lean towards balanced running backs, but if you want to go power or speed, either will work. However, some may perform better on certain plays. I'd argue the three most important players are what we can call tic-tac-toe: the center, the quarterback, and the fullback. Your center needs to be an anchor. He should be strong enough to get a push, but agile enough to get to the second level and block the mic if a nose doesn't cover him up. Your quarterback has to be mobile and durable. No ifs, no buts. If he's slow and a statue, get him out of the damn game. Last but not least, you need a bruising, hulking fullback that will crack some skulls and skilled enough to tote the rock and pick up some important yards. If you need an example, look up Mike Alstott for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I just gave you the perfect blueprint to dominating with the option playbook in EA College Football 25. Whether you're sticking with the old school formations or mixing in some with the modern twist, this offense is built to keep defenses guessing and wear them down. Remember, it's all about making the right reads, controlling the clock, and punishing any mistakes the defense makes. Let me know in the comments if you plan to try out this playbook. What are some playbooks you would like me to review next? If you need some suggestions, try out my hybrid option, which is uploaded to the College Football 25 shared database. The channel is losing a little steam and I'm hoping we can pick it back up. Like I said, I've never been a Madden guy, so if you plan on sticking with EA College Football 25, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell for my notifications for the latest updates, tips, and strategies. Until next time, Senpai